Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews, now with Windows Mixed Reality. Today we're going to review and play Kart VR, a game on the Steam store for the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. This game normally retails for $5. It's currently on sale 40% off during the Steam Winter Sale 2019, and I bought it on sale just today. Now, this is a VR racing game, and it's actually pretty fun. I was surprised. When I bought this game, I was not expecting much, and it definitely surprised me in a good way. However, I have to admit, it's not really a good game. It's just really good for only normal price of $5 and sale price of $3. It's like super good for that price. This is an arcade kart racer, kind of like Mario Kart, but obviously it doesn't have the polish of a Mario Kart. So expect not everything to work the way you expect it to. The most fun thing about this game is that you can grab the steering wheel with your motion controller. So it feels like you're grabbing onto the steering wheel, and it works wonderfully. You know, there's a lot of kart racers in VR, but very few of them actually work well, especially when it depends on driving the kart with your motion controllers. In this one, you grab the steering wheel and you just steer, and you press your right trigger to gas and your left one to brake, and then you actually use every button as well. Use your A and X buttons. I believe the X one is for the handbrake. I believe the A is for the missiles. I believe the B, or is it the Y, is for getting the super weapon option. And I believe the other one, whether it's Y or B, is for jumping up your vehicle. You can also reset position in the vehicle, so it's very easy to center your position. And for those of you on the Oculus Rift, yes, this does have the Oculus SDK, so you're running on the Oculus SDK, so the game runs pretty smoothly for the most part. I did have some frame rate drops every now and then, but for the most part it ran smoothly on my 1060 GTX, so performance wasn't really an issue for me. The graphics obviously are not the best. I think the biggest problem though is not so much the graphics, but the lighting. I think the lighting could be a lot better in this game, and I think that's really the weak point for this game, is the lighting, as well as some overall jankiness. For example, there'll be some clipping through objects that's surprising, and the other time you'll have physics on when you actually hit another vehicle. Probably one of the most important settings in this game is that there is a setting that has VR armor by default. That's very important because that does change the gameplay tremendously. By the way, you can look back by pressing down on, I believe it's the right joystick or the left joystick. The other one resets position, and the other one you push it down to look back. So it makes use of every button on your touch controllers, which I love. Not enough games do this. And so this is almost a full functioning kart racer. Obviously it's not going to be among the top as far as, normal PC games, non-VR PC game kart racers. But among the VR kart racers, this is one of the better ones, and I'm not sure there is a better one where you can actually grab onto the steering wheel and race the kart. Again, for $3, that's amazing. This is a great deal. I'm gonna give actually a sale price rating for this game. I normally don't do a sale price rating. Normally I rate a game on the normal price. Now it's only $5. It probably wouldn't make that much of a difference, but I'd give this game a 7 out of 10. I do recommend this game. I had a blast playing this game. Keep in mind there's not that much content. There's only 5 tracks. The AI is challenging, but I wouldn't call it good. There is easy, normal, and hard difficulty. But again, I think the biggest difficulty is not easy, normal, or hard. It's actually the VR armor setting. If you take that off, what will happen, and I do this on my second race. I'm going to show you clips of my second race coming up. But when you do that, when you get hit by anything, by any, like for example, the rockets that you can shoot, you'll go flying up in the air, you go twisting up in the air, you go all around. I know a lot of players can't handle that. I have a strong VR stomach, and I really don't ever get motion sickness. and I love VR roller coasters. So for me, it was okay. On the other hand, it was quite annoying when you have a lead in this game and you get shot from behind, and you basically go up in the air and you end up being in last place and having to climb up the standings again. So it does get annoying because it does happen very often if you don't have that VR armor setting. So that's the one thing that really changes the difficulty of this game. And I know some players cannot handle that, you know, your car going up in the air and flipping all around 360. I can handle it, but I know not a lot of people can. Not only are the tracks interesting, but there's a lot of ramps in this game, so be prepared to take flight, and you will do that. Now, as far as the feeling of speed, that's where this game really is lacking as well. You know, as I said, the physics, the crashing, it could all be better. The use of weapons could be better. The power-ups could be better. But yeah, the tracks are interesting. They have each one is different, and they have different themes, and they have different dangers. This is probably the most interesting one. This is the last one, which is like a little pirate island kind of theme there. And yeah, it has a lot of ramps, and when people shoot you and you can get thrown in the air and go 360 all around, it just gets crazy. There's a lot of craziness in this game. I did not play co-op or multiplayer. There is local options available, so you can have like a split screen, and it does have that Steam remote play, so you could play with another person with that remote play. It doesn't have online multiplayer, so beware of that, and there is no online multiplayer. But it does have split screen. I believe up to 8 players can play in a single game. I'm not sure how the split screen works in that situation. I think the split screen is only for 2 players, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure on that. Like I said, I was only able to test solo play. I had fun. I spent almost an hour in this game. I think I got more than my $3 worth of entertainment. At the same time, I'm not sure I would continue playing this game. But if I had friends over and they wanted to do some kart racing in VR, and we could try that remote play, and I would actually be very interested in trying this against human players with that remote play, and see how this plays with other players. I think it'd be a lot more interesting game than versus the AI. Overall, like I said, I was surprised. For $3, I think you're getting a lot. I think this is a really good deal, and I do have a strong recommend buy, 7 out of 10. This is very good for what it is. It might even be the best of what it is, even though I have to admit, like I mentioned, it's not very good. There's just it needs a lot of polish to really be something that you can compare to non-VR kart racers. But as far as VR kart racers, this is one of the most fun ones, and that's surprising for only $3. This was made by, I believe it's James Rosnick, a solo developer. Great job. It's pretty amazing that you can do this by yourself. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm Oculus Rift Reviews. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video review, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. As always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.